All right, everybody, it's Kaylin live here at Camp Flog Gnaw, and we are here with the beautifully talented Laila. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, doing pretty good. I am so excited to get into this album. I did notice that, you went ahead and dedicated, that first year of post high school graduation towards the creation of that album. And I wanted to know what led you to making that decision and putting all your focus towards your debut project.
Yeah, so I never really was like passionate or excited about school. And I feel like that's just like part of, I don't know, my like personality maybe.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I was just like not taking going to college super seriously. So then I was like, okay, like I know what I do want to do and I know what I really do enjoy, so I have to like put all my energy towards that if I want to, you know, see that dream through.
For sure.
So that was kind of just the whole like thought behind it. It was like I'm not going to school. All my friends are going to school, or a lot of people that I know are. So I have to like figure it out.
No, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I was pretty much the same way in school. I knew exactly what I was, passionate about. So I love hearing that you went ahead and locked in towards your passionate stuff. I'm just curious to hearing, what type of student were you in high school? Is because I know how I was, and I was good at doing my work, but half of me was like, man, I know what I really want to do. So how were you going to describe yourself as a student?
Yeah, so like my like nickname like from all the kids in school was dropout. Like they're like she's never here because I was like never like I was always like absent or like I was always late. Like
Yeah.
I literally can like count on my hands like the amount of days that I like was actually on time for school. Like I was just not a good student. But my teachers like were always so like patient with me and like kind with me just because I participated so much like in class. Like I really like, especially when like with English, like I really liked English. I really liked, like anything that had to do with writing
For
because
sure.
I love to write. But like math, like no, all my math teachers were like she's like a lost cause.
I feel it.
But like yeah, I don't know. I would participate so much and like I would engage so much in the lesson. It was just like the assignments that I was like
I feel
I
it.
don't really want to do. So yeah.
Listen, I understand. There's no need for me to solve for X when I'm already a good writer and I know what I want to be.
That's what I'm saying. I just had like issues with that. I just wasn't motivated about school, which like sucks to say, but it's the truth.
Hey, look, honesty is key. All right, so one of the main things I loved about the Gap Year album was the overall theatrics of it. I felt like it really was able to string the entire project together, made the listeners, get directly drawn into the time and space that inspired those records. So I wanted to know, what's the one song on Gap Year's track list that really laid the foundation towards the project's overall theme and aesthetic?
That's an excellent question. I feel like wow, I'm really like sitting here thinking. Well, I feel like it would probably be talent show
Okay.
because I feel like that was around the time that I started realizing what I would want the like concept of the project to be. Because I had the songs long before I like had the title or like the, or like what I really wanted like the overall theme to be.
For
I didn't
sure.
really have a theme. I just had all these songs.
Yeah.
So I feel like talent show kind of like put it all in place, and I was like, okay, like, I kind of just want this to encapsulate this journey of my music throughout this time period in my life.
Okay, all right. And looking back on this album, it's one of your first big projects, post graduation, really marking those first steps in your career. What are some of those lessons that you learned even more about yourself throughout the creation process of this album?
I totally learned that I can finish something, like that I can actually finish something, because I had so much issues with that, like just in school, like I have all these great ideas and I would never like fully see them through. So I feel like finishing an album was like wow, like I really like can have all these ideas and like make the full rainbow, because I would always get here and then it gets difficult to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was able to see the full picture, and I even feel like with my first mixtape, actually, it was like the first time I showed myself like, yo, like I can put something together and like see it through and make visuals for it and promote it and do everything. Like I did that all by myself too, like before I even had a team. So yeah, little things like that just like showed me like, oh shit, like I can finish something, like I can really put my mind, like if I dedicate all my time to it and like really focus, like I can have all these great ideas, but I
Yeah.
can also like finish it.
Well, so being that you're an artist that really was able to grow with Tyler's rise in artistic development, what has been your favorite era of Tyler and why?
Oh, that's I really like that question. Well, I came up like I was in middle school during Tyler's like Flower Boy era.
Hmm.
So I mean, I feel like that would be my favorite because that was when I was like really introduced to him. Because I was like 11 or 12, like
For
you
sure.
know, I was young, I was like a little kid.
Yeah.
But then I started to deep dive and like see like, okay, like all of his past work and like kind of like learning like, oh, like he has his own whole production style and his own whole sound. And I feel like Tyler is one of the artists who definitely even inspired me to start making beats in the first place. After just like listening to like Wolf and just like all his cool stuff. Like I don't know, I feel like for me like it's just awesome to see somebody who's completely creatively themselves all the time and like isn't trying to be like anything else. And it's kind of like natural, like when you're just doing what you care about and what you like you kind of end up developing your own style that way. So I feel like just by figuring shit out and like doing shit by myself and like not listening to what nobody said and like being able to be bad at something for a while before getting good, like
For sure.
I was able to teach myself so much, and I feel like he's so like that. Like he's so creatively tapped in. So I'm just mad happy that he like even thought of me and invited me to be here. So
Listen, creative minds and originality think alike. That's just what it is. All right, so last question. We already have seen the type of year you've had this year, but going into 2025, what does Layla have her sights set on accomplishing or getting involved in as this next year approaches?
yeah, I feel like I've been working on so much more music now, and I'm really happy about what I've been doing and the stuff I've been like experimenting with. But yeah, just more fun stuff. I want to do more shows after this experience. Like I feel so much more comfortable being on stage, and yeah, like just there's so much more in store. So I'm very excited.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you so much for speaking with us. And, definitely I'm looking forward to the next year and beyond for your career. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you. Thank you.